Guys, welcome back to One Pound to Freedom. I just want to thank you guys for subscribing to our channel, for watching our videos, for liking, for sharing, and thank you for all the comments, the suggestions, everything. It has been so positive, so impactful, and honestly, we've been so excited doing this video and the previous video because we did our first video recap of life in the UK, and we promised a part 2, so we're hoping to do the part 2 on the same day, but we got a bit tied up. So this is the part 2 for recap and a recap on your comments, your suggestions, but this one is a recap on our building project. So thank you. Yes, Tale.
Yes, welcome guys, and as we always say, and we'll keep on emphasizing it, thank you guys for your support.
True.
Thank you for your feedback. What you're only trying to do here, with God's grace, let's hope what we are sharing will just help, inspire, maybe encourage one or two people.
True.
It's just part of our life that we are sharing. It's not, we're not here probably maybe to share all of us, or maybe the whole of us in terms of our life, where we have been, where we are coming from, who we are. Probably maybe as we go, some of those things will be coming out. But for now, it's only that part of our life that we just thought maybe if we can share this journey of relocating to Zimbabwe, probably there's someone who's contemplating on that decision. Probably there's someone who's also on that journey. So it's a matter of iron sharpening iron. So if we can only inspire one or two people, will be happy.
That's true. It's just a way of encouraging each other to just do something towards our retirement, towards a better tomorrow. And I think we've always said it in some of our previous videos that it doesn't necessarily mean that relocating back to Zimbabwe is the only tomorrow or the only future you can set for yourself, or relocating back to your original country, whether it's Africa, is the only way. But we even say that even if it's going to be settling in the diaspora, wherever you are, the UK, America, Australia, still, if you're working the jobs that we are working, like probably on the low side of the food chain, like care work or nurses, or just try to upscale. Okay, maybe not nurses, but yeah, upscale, do something, plan towards a better tomorrow for yourselves, for your family. But once again, thank you guys. Thank you for being part of our community, for subscribing, for your suggestions. And we are so happy, so excited that finally we've got people that are listening to us and people to talk to, because you guys always send in your comments, your suggestions, some of them funny, some of them great, and some actually advice that we've actually taken on board and are making plans towards implementing some of the suggestions you've made. So yes, thank you guys. And like again, subscribe. Sometimes you just watch and forget to press the subscribe button. Guys, just subscribe. Let this channel grow. Let somebody somewhere watch some of our videos and get one thing or two things from our videos.
That's true. That's true. At least it shows that we are not working alone whenever we get these feedbacks. So it's a journey that we really feel that we've got some people on board.
Exactly.
With some people who are nudging us in the direction that we are dreaming of. So that's why we are here, to show you that we are in this journey and we are with you in this journey. So we are here to just give a voice behind your or the powerful voice that is behind your feedbacks. So to show you that we are taking them on board.
Exactly.
That's why we are doing this. So this is a recap. This is a feedback on your voice, guys, or on your voices through your feedback. So we are going to go through what you are sharing with us, what you've taken on board, what you are also still considering to take on board. So to start with, initially we said we were going to share all the costs that we incurred, as fair or unfair as they are, but that is what we incurred. So on the bore side, I think a lot of suggestions came in that on the bore, I think there were a lot of people were saying the figures that we were talking of that we paid on the bore, they were on the higher side, more like takabirwa or tatamba nematsotsi. Yes, zvinowanika izvozvo, especially if you are in UK dealing with people in Zimbabwe, if they know that. That's why now most of the things that we do, we try to put upfront the people back home on the ground, because once someone knows that there is a diaspora behind, there's always a tendency of trying to overprice. So on this, I think the time we did this ball, I think during that time, probably just after that, they came in a period where it was more like now flooded. The market was now flooded with the guys. But that was after, I think, the time we did this ball, when there were a lot of players coming into the market and they bringing down the prices. But break it as down for us. We said we paid 4.5.
4.5. So I did try to
for the
break
whole
down
bore system up to the tank, up to the point where water is in the tank. So this is what we paid, from the bore drilling to the solar system to the pumping of the water until the water is in the tank. This is what we paid.
So I mean, for the whole just borehole drilling 40 meters, and then putting the system for the borehole, that was 2,200. I tried to break down the figures. That was true. But before we started doing borehole drilling, remember there was not remember, but they first went to do sighting to see where they were going to find water. Obviously, they'll say, oh, we need to look for water. And that was $300. So we paid that first. So it's part of the whole figure. So we paid $300 for sighting. Then afterwards, the whole borehole drilling for 40 meters, just for 40 meters, and putting the system, which is the pump, and I think the solar system, that was 2,200. So when they went on the ground, they then started drilling. So when they started drilling, they rang us and said, your soil is loose. So the soil is loose, so we're going to do double casing for that. So I think they did double casing for the first 10 or 20 meters. I can't remember because it's a while now. So we paid about 600 again for that double casing. And then they also said that there was no water at 40 meters, like we said. So we'd asked them to drill another 30 meters, which is $30. It was $30 per meter. So we'd asked them to drill another 30 meters, which is going to be $900. But when they got to 60 meters, which was 20 meters after the 40 meters, they said, oh, we found water. Not sure if it was enough because, but anyway, they said we found water at 60 meters. So eventually we didn't end up with the 70 meters that we really wanted. They drilled 60 meters. So the extra 20 meters after the initial 40 meters, which were included in the 2.2, was 600 as well. And then for the tank and tank stand, tank alone was 400. A 5,000 liter tank was $400, and then this tank stand, the frame making it for us, that was $400. So the tank and tank stand were 800, and transportation to go to Muro. So all these things and miscellaneous, we ended up spending 4,500. In fact, I think it was 4,550, but just to round it off, it was $4,500 US dollars for drilling the borehole. Those are the costs that we incurred. Probably there could have been somebody who was cheaper, but at that time we kind of thought that maybe the prices were fair, and also because we kept incurring the extra costs whilst they were on the ground, because they'd already traveled from Harare to go to Uzumba. So there was no way we were gonna say, oh, take the rig back to Harare whilst there's no water, because our intention for having the rig on the ground was that we wanted to have borehole, because we wanted unlimited water supply for the building project. Before we even go into other things that we want to do on the whole land, we just wanted water for the building. We didn't want to have a situation whereby they'd have to go with drums and buy water somewhere else because there's no enough water at the homestead. So those are the costs that we incurred. It could have been high, it could have been the loss, I don't know, but that's what we incurred at the time.
Yes, that was the borehole. And someone asked, we are done the borehole.
Yeah, I think we've exhausted the ball, guys. Yeah, I know a lot have said that it was a bit on the high end, but I've tried to break down the 4.5 for you to at least have an understanding of how it ended up being 4.5. And yes, for us, it was initially we hadn't even budgeted for 4.5. We were even frustrated.
We said enough for the borehole, guys. Some people, they are like connected somewhere. They start talking. So the borehole, we are done.
Okay.
Someone asked about the bricks for the foundation.
You said it's a bit much for 12,000 bricks.
Was too much.
A bit much.
But 12,000, I think it was okay, because this is the house is something like 182 square meters.
Just the house.
Floor area. And because these were farm bricks, we were using double lines throughout, I think, throughout the whole house, just for it to
be stronger.
So I think 12,000, yeah.
I think so, yeah, because even our bill of quantities when we got from the guy who did our plan, I think it was between 10,000 bricks and 12,000 just for the foundation. So we didn't even question when the builder said 12,000, because it was just going hand in hand with the bill of quantities that we'd received.
And another comment, another feedback, in terms of, at least when we're doing the video for showing you right around the house, we are happy. Some people will be
noticing and seeing some things that maybe we don't even see because we're so used to the whole place. So there are things that maybe might miss us, but looking from outside the box, you came up with very good suggestions.
So suggestions came. People saw where the blade toilet is. That is the old blade toilet that has been using before building this house. So comments came suggesting that it was too close to the house. Yes, it is too close to the house, which is just beside the bedroom of one of the in-suits.
Somebody suggested to take it off.
Someone suggested to take it off.
Just destroy
someone
the
suggested
whole
to.
A couple of people saw.
So then someone suggested that we just modernize it, connect it to the
flush system.
Yes, we connect to the sewer system, make the flush system. So, yeah, now we are having a plumber who is looking into it.
That suggestion about turning into the flush system, we loved so much. Yes. Thank you. People who said turn it into a flush, thank you for that suggestion.
Because actually, taking it off, yes, could have been, but with the old house that is still there, probably we're not going to take that house down. There will be people that will be probably living there. So in a way, they would want
to use a toilet and bathroom.
Yes.
And also because, remember, it's rural in Zimbabwe. Sometimes somebody can just pass through, going wherever they're going and ask for the toilet. So every time to have to say to somebody, oh, go in the big house, go in the main house. At least having an outside toilet, even when we have functions, when families come or anything, the outside toilet would be used for that.
But yes, we are going to modernize it. Yeah, because actually if we leave it like that, just imagine future-wise.
Yeah.
So the idea show it was not born futuristic. Because future-wise, blade toilet, besides Nipa blade toilet, because sometimes it can actually,
when it's hot, sometimes sumuka ko no
smells,
yeah. So that was a great idea. Thank you for that. And then we had a suggestion also from one of our subscribers. Thank you for this suggestion that our inside toilets for the other houses, not the in-suits, the toilet and bathroom became so small because when they were building, they started reducing some of the sizes and didn't know the vision that we had of the bathrooms that we wanted. We'd make them big for a reason. So they reduced sizes to the point that our toilet sink could not fit inside either the shower or the toilet. So we had a suggestion to break down the wall in the middle and just make it one big space. In that way, the sink will be able to fit. So we're still looking into that, see if that's a possibility, something that we're going to do or not. But it was a great suggestion. I liked it. But we're still discussing, because obviously sometimes we then look at but it did make sense, because the person said it's better for you to do it now than when you finish doing all your finishings and then having to break after you've put the tiles. It will be more expensive. So it's something we're still looking into before we do finalize all the finishings. Thank you for that.
Next feedback.
Next feedback is, okay, we had this one, we saved it for last because I think it's a whole lot. Not a whole lot, but we saved this one for last. So we had we had a suggestion from an electrician who's working in South Africa, and he told us that, when you're doing finishings, it's best for you guys to go on the ground. If you're gonna do your ceilings, your plumbing, your electricity, like all finishings, try to be on the ground, because at times the vision that you have for your house and the vision that your contractors can have can be so different that someone will do the things that you don't like and you're so upset and disappointed, but you then have to live with that because you are not there on the ground. So this we resonated with, and I'll let my husband talk about this one.
Yeah, sure. This is one of the challenges of cell phone building.
And I think this has been the greatest, since we started building, this part of finishings has been the most challenging, to be honest.
The electricity and the plumbing part, it gave us headache.
It's still giving us
headache. So, we're trying by all means to push and try to knock some sense on the guys on the ground. But on the electricity thing, we had to look for another.
Even the plumbing.
The plumbing. Now we looked for a
somebody
second
else.
eye.
Yeah.
To act as a inspection thing. Because actually, if we were to leave this electrician guy and this plumber guy, they're going to just hide their errors where we could not see. But in the future, probably we're going to have faults with electricity. We're going to have a lot of leakages with the plumbing. So we had to look for guys from Harare to say, please go and finish up this electricity, the lighting thing, doing the plugs, the sockets, and all the stuff, and actually see. So we knew that if we take that guy to go and complete those finishings on the electricity thing, you pick up some errors
and
that we could not actually pick us as just the layman people. And also for the plumbing, we had to look for a plumber from Harare to go and just finish up now all the final touches, and by so doing, he's going to pick up. So the guy from Harare, you said you're going to connect the geyser, connect the booster pump, and by so doing, you'll be seeing and noticing a whole lot of errors. And yes, the guys went on ground. They picked a whole lot of stuff, to a point now of calling up the old electrician guy, trying to make him see what is on the ground, what the errors. So it was a fight. And
then it became so difficult because remember, this electrician guy, it's somebody, because most of the contractors that we're working with are local people from Ikumshakweda and Diti. And these people already have a relationship with our parents. So when they were doing the job together, it's because the problem. But now we've put another guy from Harare. So now he's feeling like, you've taken this job away from me. But we're saying there are already problems that we're noticing before we even finish. But for him to then understand that it was a problem, come and talk to this new guy we've brought from Harare who's trying to understand what you did here, because probably the wiring is not going the way it's supposed to be going. It was a problem. We actually needed to have Kuda, my brother-in-law, Talent's brother, who's managing the whole finishing project now, to be on the grind to try and diffuse the two people, because now everybody's saying, I can do this. If the Harare guy says there's a problem with this, it's not going to be fixable. This Uzumba guy now wants to prove a point, goes and does something else, so we end up having extra costs, extra problems. This Harare guy, we want downlights for the house. So the other guy wants to do it his way, but the Uzumba guy thinks, no, I can do this, because he drills the holes on our ceiling pulls tambo. The other guy says, this is not the way it's done. So it was a lot of back and forth. And imagine you're here, and every day you're being told that this is the issue, but you can't do anything because all you want is the job to be done to perfection because it's a job you've paid for. And even I've hired somebody else who we are paying just to make sure that the job is done properly. But
yeah, it's a struggle. Actually, sure, for the finishings, you just need to be on the ground. Even if you look for now, of course, this brother of mine is buying all the stuff, the designs for the lightings, the what. In no ways we could be always in touch to say, guys, I'm now in the shop. I've seen this design. Do you want this one?
Remember,
Do you want
he's got his own style.
You end up saying,
even sometimes you don't even have, like what Tali is saying, that you don't even have time because maybe he's at work or I'm at work and Bamnin is already in the shop, but we can't respond to him. So he ends up buying what he feels is nice by knowing us out and says, they like this. But when we then see it, yes, it's nice. But we're thinking, no, this light that you put in the kitchen, I think it would have been best if you had put it there. It's not a good light. But he saw that it's a good light for maybe the kitchen. But we're thinking it would have been nicer maybe in the living room or in the bedrooms. So, like, even if you're very close with the person who's doing the job for you on the ground, visions will never be the same.
And Bamini Vatenga is so tell na Bamnini. So ti really bo Bamnini is so share one day manje. But also kuna zote ngona Bamnini azije. It's not all show the nini manje. So at least I'm saying this, Bamnini should not with the you guys,
that's a is trying to that's even a different thing that we were gonna talk about in the next video because we've done the solar. We're talking about this electricity because the solar was being installed. So that's where all these things are coming from and the lights are being put so that you can see how they'll be in the house. But guys, we're gonna talk about this. But I'm just gonna talk at Nikki, but we'll talk about the whole solar because it's a whole video on its own. We did solar shopping, Natalie, Tichigona, Tichita investigate. And guys, tell us in the comment section what you've also heard about solar. Inini, I heard good Polaris is the best battery on the ground. And I wanted the Polaris battery. And
thank you for watching, guys. We're going to come back with the solar. With the solar, it's a long story. But honestly,
and
on the lighting system.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for truly so positive. So
amazing. So encouraging. And yes, truly be on the ground when finishings are being done. I think we can say now when we're telling some of the things that happen, we just say lessons learned. When we finally built our second house, let's go there and let's be there. But again, thank you. So this is the recap of the building project and where we are right now. We're gonna come with the second with another video. We don't want to make this video long on the solar system, and we will have a video to show you how it looks like, the lights we've put, the solar system, the solar company Tagas would end up settling for, the solar system you got, the battery you bought, everything. We'll tell you in the next video. And as always, thank you for watching. Subscribe. Like our videos. Share your journeys as well. We love hearing what people are doing wherever you guys are. We love your stories. Tell us in the comment section. And if you need to reach us for anything, just say at a comment. We'll respond to you and give you our contacts. If you need something maybe more private or in terms of building, we're always here to assist. So yes, bye.